Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. The WrestleMania festivities are in full swing. WrestleMania XL, bigger than ever. That's what XL means, extra large. I'm here with Bill Miekina of the Mattel WWE team. Bill, are your feelings extra large this year for this WrestleMania?
Yes, absolutely. I feel extra energy, extra enthusiasm, extra electricity. We got a lot to reveal, and I'm really looking forward to this weekend.
Would you say it's an extra large amount of reveals?
And I would say it's an extra large amount of reveals, yes.
And I'm going to do one thing for Bill here to just lead him right into the big show. Bill, can you do the run up the steps for us?
I did that over the weekend. I almost had a heart attack, so I'm going to pretend like.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's jump into it, man. I'm ready to look at some new Elite stuff. All right, Bill, so this is the front and center shelf. Tell me what we got here.
Sure, this is our Philadelphia Art Museum display, better known as the Rocky Steps. Statue of the Great One in the middle there.
That's like a Rocky statue of a different kind, right?
Yeah, it's a nice recreation, like an homage to the final boss in celebration of his return to action at WrestleMania this year.
Sure, and speaking of the final boss, there's lots of versions of The Rock, it looks like. Even some people have already seen, but awesome to see him on display in this way.
Yeah, we've done a lot of the recent figures of the Great One, so we wanted to make sure that he was, they were all displayed prominently at the top of the steps, along with some other notable members of the bloodline and other members of his extended family.
Very cool, very cool. And also, on that side, it looks like we have a pay-per-view set?
Yes, this is the SummerSlam series, which is coming out later this year, which is the Lex Luger, the Kane, Undertaker, and X-Pac. And that has the parts to build John Cone. We post them here with his son Nicholas from the WrestleMania set, which is on sale right now at the shop. The Lucha Lowrider, this is coming this fall. I'm really excited about this. This is a brand new vehicle, which actually has, I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to, but it has actual working hydraulic shocks.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing when you see it in person and you're able to play. I play with this in the office quite a bit, and it's so fun. And it works well with all your figures. So
I have to say, the fact that it's finally here is pretty incredible because you know, as well as I do, this is like the reoccurring Q&A question of notorious status.
Yeah, so this one can finally be cut off Q&As going forward. So, we do listen to what people want, and eventually we do get around to making them. It's just figuring out like the right timing to do it. And this is coming out later this year, and I think it's going to exceed everyone's expectations. And I know everyone's expectations for this are pretty high to begin with, and I think we're going to exceed them. So I'm real excited about how this turned out.
Very cool. Great to see it. And now on this side looks like a brand new Elite set, right?
111 we're on display here. This is a pretty cool wave. We'll start with Philadelphia's own Sandman, making, I think, maybe a surprise debut in the WWE Elite line. Really excited about that. Also, Trish Stratus from last year's return run, the Thank You Trish version. Ricochet in that awesome gear he wore at SummerSlam. Tony D'Angelo making his debut in the WWE line as an Elite. Rhea Ripley is from 110. And then 111 will be a Finn Balor with the SummerSlam outfit with the 7 written over the shoulder. Cody is brand new in 111 as well.
Okay.
Cody's 111. And then 109 has Bayley, Shinsuke, Dom, and Damien. There's a lot coming out.
A lot. All looks excellent.
Yes.
A new Cody on this side. Just to touch on Cody real quick, I also see a suited Cody over there.
Yes.
Suited Cody figures in the past,
suited
right?
Cody will be in 109.
Okay. Very
exciting. Along with Seth Rollins will also be from 109 as well.
Does this mean it's like when you have the opportunity, there's more of a chance to see suited figures more often, would you say? It's kind of out the door that they're a concern?
Yeah, when it makes sense.
Yeah.
When it's something that we think has been, like a constant presence, a constant important presence on TV, yeah. It's like, that probably makes sense to do, an Elite version of that in, maybe more snappy or dressier attire.
Yeah, for sure. Like Cody in that well-tailored suit is like a staple of Raw, right?
Yeah, he shows up every week and looking very sharp and dapper. So
sharp guy. All right.
He dresses much better than I do, I'll say that.
Ah, come on. Styling today. All right, let's see what's next. Now, on the other side of the extra-large Mattel WWE WrestleMania display, we have some more Elites, so it is extra-large. Bill, tell us about some of these.
Sure. We have our superstars of the 1970s 4-pack with Harley Race and Superstar Billy Graham, each with belts worn from that era, which is the first time those belts titles are in the line, along with Gorilla Monsoon and Muhammad Ali from their famous confrontation, where Muhammad Ali got in Gorilla Monsoon's face and took an airplane spin for his troubles.
Amazing. Classic moments right there.
Classic moments, available on YouTube. It's quite great. And then a sneak preview of our upcoming Survivor Series set, which includes Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn from when they faced off in the Hell in a Cell, along with Luke and Butch. Actually, I'm sorry, Doink and Doink from Survivor Series 1993. And that'll be and there'll be a builder figure included with that set as well.
Very cool.
LWO 5-pack with a Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, Rey Mysterio, and Zelina Vega with the fold-out flag cape. And then our 2-packs, we're finally revealing. We revealed some of these on our live cast recently with Imperium, so here's them available to see for the first time in person, and then also debuting the Headbangers, and then an very early sneak peek at the Dudley Boys, who are coming. We just got, these are sort of models that we base figure production on, so we got these in time for the show. We wanted to show them off.
So it seems like Elite 2-packs are back based on this.
Yeah, I mean, and then based on the success of these, maybe it opens up the door for Elite 2-packs more. So
cool, exciting,
I'm really hopeful.
Awesome.
Target will get in the box. In the fall, we'll get a box set celebrating the I think it's the 25th anniversary of SmackDown now.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Crazy.
Man. Time flies. And it's going to include the 4 figures seen there: Booker T and Stone Cold from the infamous Supermarket Brawl, and John Cena and Eddie Guerrero from the Parking Lot Brawl.
Excellent.
And then you're very familiar with this set of figures from the Vault, the Ringside exclusive. Someone reworking some of our older figures and re-releasing them with better versions with updated articulation, pinless joints, and DIJ face art where we can apply it.
It's very exciting that we have this set on display, and to give some people just a little more info from the Vault series. There are updates, right? Like
yes.
as we move on with this, we could see things that are sometimes really drastic compared to the previously released version of the figure.
Yeah, especially in like the DIJ face art, like you just look and compare like something we did 10 years ago to what we're doing now, and the difference is drastic.
Yeah, like seeing the Dudleys in person, who obviously were out of the line for so long, but we have now these upgraded versions of them, and I can't stress it enough to actually see it, how improved it looks and how incredible they are. So great work, man, and we're happy to be carrying the Vault figures as an exclusive to Ringside.
Same here. Yeah, I'm glad you're carrying them as well.
All right. Now here is the Coliseum Collection, which is a Mattel Creations exclusive, right? Yes. So tell us about this, what's becoming an amazing line. There's already so many figures that people have been very popular for people here. Tell us about some of the new stuff.
Sure. Shipping now or around this time is the Hart Foundation 2-pack, which you can see here, which includes Jim the Animal Neidhart and Bret the Hitman Hart. And they both come with gear that sort of is close, like a tribute to the first, the big rubber versions from back in the day.
Sure.
And then they have the 2 versions of the tag team titles. One is an exclusive real version, which is silver with the gold trim. That's only available with this set. And then we also had belts that are sort of a tribute to the belts that came with the original figures, which were a recolored version of the world title. So that you get that's going to come with the Hart Foundation. And then we recently announced on the live stream that the next one is going to be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. And these are the first samples that we've gotten from the factory, along with the first soft good samples. So I want to do a sneak preview of these at the show. I mean, I think the head sculpts on these are incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially $1 Million Man. I think we've that's a head sculpt where I've sort of been in the past. I'm like, it's good, but it's not quite like 100% what I wanted. Like these are like dead bang on perfect head sculpt.
You nailed it. He's got also the great kind of 80s puff hair that he has just.
Yep, and these are still first samples from the factory, so they're actually still going through a little bit of refinement.
Awesome.
Because I know the beard deco on Ricky is coming across a little heavy on the figures. That's something that we're already, telling them like, hey, we want to make sure that this looks a little bit more like a very small stubble instead of like the heavier beard.
Yeah.
So
for sure, man. Very cool. I love this set. Obviously very popular with collectors, but I think between this and some of the other old school elites we saw earlier, it's great to give that kind of wrestling history and figure form to kids and adults alike.
Oh yeah, we want to make something for everyone. We want to make something for like the 5-year-old kid that runs around with like a Jey Uso in his hand.
Yeah.
And we want someone who's an older fan to be just excited to get like a Coliseum collection of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and
sure.
Ted DiBiase.
And there's some crossover with that, right? Sometimes the adults like the newer stuff and kids like the classic stuff.
Absolutely.
And this is how we keep the legendary stuff alive.
Yeah.
Especially the Coliseum is such like a legendary part of the fabric of wrestling as it has become today.
Yeah, I mean, this is the era when I first started watching, so
Right.
it's for me, it's a treat to be able to like work on this segment in particular, just because it brings back all the memories of when I was a kid, watching this stuff and just like getting like when the hooks were sinking in, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. We'll
And-
sink in some hooks to some all new young wrestling-loving minds.
Yeah, and as you at the event today, our booth, we'll see a bunch of kids and they get so excited. They're like peeking up at the displays and their eyes are like just wide open. It's like that's the best feeling in the world.
Very cool, man. Very cool. All right, so we got a lot going on in this next setup right here. Let me know what's going on with the fan takeover figures here.
Sure, the fan takeover was a success last year, so we're going to renew that this year with 2 votes for 2 upcoming Ultimates figure. The first is John Cena, and the outfit choices are the ones listed below, and then the second is Randy Orton. So the winner of these, the winner of the votes will be made to be released in 2025. Much like the winner of the van vote for Seth Rollins last year is on display here for the first time. It's Seth Rollins from Clash in the Castle. That was the gear that won. I kind of had a feeling that would win based off of
How insane it is.
Yeah, how
Cool.
absolutely it's insane, and it's cool, and it's very memorable, and it's also very different from other Seth Rollins. So when you put them all together, it's a nice sort of break frame. So that was the fan vote winner this year. Something very near and dear to you, I believe, was the Ringside exclusive Ultimate Outsiders. We literally got these samples a day before the show, before we packed for the show. So we were able to get these on display right on time, which is great. They didn't send all the accessories, which is a little bit of a bummer, but the actual figures are on display here, and I personally think they look great.
Seeing them in person, seeing the Nash in the hall, and seeing this version of them, which, like you said, near and dear to me, as I'm sure it is for you. This is like peak WCW right here, as good as it gets. This is the best you can get to commemorate the NWO in a way that I think you've blown it out of the water with these for sure.
That was the intention, to do like the best versions of these characters that we possibly could for your exclusive. So
Pumped about that. Absolutely pumped about that. How about what else do we have in here?
we also have upcoming wide release lines. We have the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes.
This is Ultimate 21.
This is Ultimate 21, yes. And then Ultimate 22 will be Gunther, John Cena, and Jey Uso. And John Cena, I really like this. He comes with the new that scarf that he holds out in front during the displays. We always wanted to somehow figure out how to do that, to capture that on a figure, and I believe that we have now.
It looks like it to me. All I see is a floating scarf. Never mind.
It's like,
You can't see him, whatever. Yeah. We did it on April Fool's and it worked, and now it didn't work. And what else? In the back here, I see the Batista and The Rock.
Yeah, our Ultimate's greatest hits are going to be The Rock with the shirt, a figure that kind of came out during the pandemic, and the release was kind of messed with because of that. We want to make sure we get that back on the stores. And then also Batista, a slight reworking of the Batista for greatest hits.
Very cool, man. Very cool. Love everything in here. Can't wait to get hands on it. All right, here we are, the WWE Legends line. It grows and grows. Tell us what's going on here.
Sure. So we have our upcoming Best of Legends wave being shown for the first time at the show, which is Tugboat, Warlord, Ultimate Warrior, King Booker, and IRS. And then also the wave that should be hitting stores right about now, which is Sultan, Ichiban Hulk Hogan, Captain Lou Albano, and Muhammad Ali. The wave after that will be Big Bubba Rogers, and he will have a Chase variant and interchangeable heads, so you can do like debut version of Big Bubba Rogers and then later WCW version of Big Bubba Rogers. Real American music video, Hulk Hogan, which is a figure I've wanted to do for a long time. Finally found a way to get this in the line properly. I'm very excited about that one. And then the first ever action figures of 3 Minute Warning, Rosie and Jamal, which is also something I'm hoping one day we'll be able to get to do those, and then stars finally aligned, and we're ready to go.
Perfectly timed with some of the Eric Bischoff figures that are out and around there, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink.
Yeah, in perfect time. With this, especially this ready WrestleMania Philly with the Bloodline.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, these are two OG members of the Bloodline, so it's nice to have them coming out this year in Legends. It's a nice timing. Mm-hmm. And then the wave after that will be Jim the Anvil Neidhart with the post Heart Foundation gear, sometimes called like the taxi cab gear, but
accurate.
Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 8, Farouk, and he will have a chase version. Like main one will be the Nation of Domination deco, and then the chase will be the post Nation period.
Okay.
And Kurt Angle with the It's True T-shirt, and a very intense singlet deco underneath.
Amazing.
And the top row is Ultimate Legends. So we have Yokozuna, which might be hitting stores right about now, depending on timing. And then Undertaker will be released after that. And then the next figure after that will be Vader. And he will have a chase version. I believe the version on the left is the standard and the right is the chase.
Okay.
And then after that will be Dusty Rhodes. And we just got it's called a first shot, where they first test the tooling, the plastics injection. So we wanted to show that off at the show, sort of tie into Cody finishing his story.
Fingers crossed for lots of the Cody crybabies, right?
Yeah, I'm.
Are you a Cody crybaby?
I probably am a Cody crybaby for this show. I
am a little too, probably. But we'll see what happens.
It's been very entertaining to be called a Cody crybaby. So.
So one thing I really like about the Ultimate Editions back here, a lot of different body types, right? So yes. Yokozuna, obviously very unique. Dusty and Vader, same thing, and even Undertaker, with the height that he has, really specific body types here getting released.
Yeah, we want to make sure that these are the most accurate versions of those figures that have ever been reproduced. So if that requires new tooling for, unique body, torso, and hips for Yokozuna, a unique torso for Dusty, which is hidden under the polka dot top, but that figure actually will have the birthmark.
Cool.
Molded onto the torso.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah,
actually,
sounds great. You heard it here. New tooling is not a problem when we're trying to get things right, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
So over here, it looks like we have the newly named WWE Main Event series. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Main Event is, it lives up to its name. We have a brand new, improved articulation in the lower body, and you can tell just by this Jey Uso here, like, the range of motion now available on these figures is so far beyond what was previously available. And the talent choices also are very deep and, appeal to a wide range of collectors.
Yeah.
Some of the people, we have first-time figures of Caden Carter and Katana Chance coming out. Legends like Roddy Piper.
Right.
Braun Breaker is going to be in the line. Manager version of $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. A chase version of John Cena, which...
Wow, it happened. Oh my goodness, it finally happened. It wasn't an April Fool's joke after all, in a way. Very cool. So that's exciting. Like you said, range of motion is kind of incredible at this point. So it's like if you're looking for a cheaper option in comparison, sometimes almost aligned with it seems like an elite figure.
The goal is to
have
align,
nice options here.
Yeah, the goal is to align this scale as much as possible, and also can be considered that for some people the $12 price point is their range.
Yeah,
they can't go above that. We want to make sure that they're not feeling cheated, that they're getting the best $12 figure that's available anywhere in toys. Honestly, I don't know who's doing a better job at this price point than we are with our WWE Main Event.
Would you say it's an extra large way of doing things?
This year, it's definitely an XL way of doing things.
Okay. All right, so we're looking at the Monday Night War line over here. Obviously, we have the Ringside Collectibles Mattel Creations shared exclusive WCW Monday Nitro ring with Eric Bischoff Ultimate. But that's old news in the most exciting way because we have all this other new stuff surrounding it. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the new things in the Monday Night Wars line?
Sure, sort of starting from back to front, we have Kurt Hennig from West Texas, like a combination West Texas Rednecks NWO version of Kurt Hennig representing his time in WCW. Rey Mysterio debut. The Teddy Long Build-A-Figure with the Attitude Era logo on the chest. Nitro debut, Kevin Nash. Rock, sort of just recently turned to the nation. He also comes with the Rolling the Eyes meme head, which is very popular. We have standard and chase versions of Harlem Heat, Big Boss Man, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 2 versions of Diamond Dallas Page. I know a lot of people have been asking, like, when are they going to do Diamond Dallas Page in jeans? He's coming in Monday Night Wars, standard and chase versions. Kane, I mean Diesel. Sorry, I gave the game away there. Diesel, Rob Van Dam from ECW when they invaded Monday Night Raw.
Very cool.
Triple H, Attitude Era mainstay. Build-A-Figure of the Disciple. He'll be part of the wave where you get Booker T and Stevie Ray. He'll be the Build-A-Figure for that wave. And then also Build-A-Figure Commissioner Shawn Michaels. This time his version comes with a turtleneck, so if you have the previous Commissioner Shawn Michaels Build-A-Figure, this is an entirely new figure.
Cool, very exciting. And now how about these, are these Ultimate Editions in the front
And then,
right here?
yeah, Monday Night Wars Ultimates will include Eddie Guerrero from his time in WCW during the Monday Nitro era when he had that very long, very sweet-looking mullet. The head sculpts on this really capture that, not only the sweet mullet, but some awesome facial expressions. And then also Mankind from when he was WWE champion from that era, including Mr. Sacco. He's got the ripped up dress shirt, and then he also has a head to match his appearance, like right after the match when he won the title and pulled off the Mankind mask to celebrate with the title raise.
That's a real Mrs. Foley's baby boy right there.
Yeah, that really is. That was one of my favorite memories of the Monday Night Wars, watching back in that day. Like, I remember being so happy when that happened. So being able to immortalize that moment in an action figure with that particular head sculpt is it's pretty cool that I'm able to get to do that.
Very cool, very cool, exciting. Love this line and excited to see where the future goes from here as well.
Same here, yes.
All right, another ever-expanding, exciting line, Mattel WWE Retros, right? What do we have in here?
Debuting for the first time at the show here are the Shawn Michaels, Isaac Yankem, Alundra Blaze, and British Bulldog that were shown on the recent live stream. It's the first time for people to come and see them in person. And we also have a sneak preview of a Brother Love Retro that will be available some point in the future, but we're not revealing exactly how just yet.
Exciting, very exciting.
Something to look forward to a little bit down the road.
Okay. I love when Bill just like drops those little teases out there. He sprinkles them like the salt meme, just like that. Okay, and also included in the shelf, I don't want to jump to like our stuff, but I want to jump to our stuff.
Oh,
we of course got the ringside exclusive DX Retro Tag Team pack back there. How was it working on that one for you?
That was a lot of fun. It was amazing to be able to do like the New Age Outlaws, because one of them is, not with the company anymore, but we still have the merchandise rights to Billy Gunn, to be able to do Billy Gunn and Road Dogg together as they should be as a 2-pack was really neat. And then to also do Triple H and China, who together at the formation of DX were such an important duo. If that line would have continued into the Attitude Era, like these are the versions I think that would have been made. So it was my responsibility to make sure that those are the ones that were produced for this 4-pack.
Sure. You're moving in the right direction. You never know what could come in the future if this type of stuff does well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's a whole bunch of possibilities down the road.
All right, another, just keeping the vintage theme going, amazing exclusive line, the WWE Superstars line. Tell us a little bit about what's new on display here.
Sure, we have some new figures on display. The Big Boss Man, Tatanka, Kane with the entrance cape, like the legendary entrance cape that never made TV, but somehow has made 2 of our action figures. And then a sneak preview of upcoming Razor Ramon and Brutus the Barber Beefcake Superstars figures that'll be coming in the future.
Very cool, man. I love also, just to comment on the Kurt Angle, that's like, it's great that you're getting into names across all spectrums in here, right?
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Very cool, and I'm excited to see what comes from the Superstars line in the future.
Thank you.
Bill's tired out. He's worn out. It's like only Bill can go 12 rounds the same way that Rocky can go 12 rounds in a place like Philadelphia. It was an amazing display, Bill.
It was a championship fight, and I think we came out on top.
There's no Clubber Langs here. There's no Ivan Dragos. There's only incredible Mattel WWE figures. We saw some amazing stuff. Bill, thanks, man. I'm looking forward to the rest of WrestleMania weekend. I have a feeling this isn't all we got in store, and that's even more exciting. So keep your eyes close to Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, on Instagram, across the board. You know where to look.